the oldest pieces of this room are on the left side. Where the more we walk, the later we go in the time. No? These pieces, for example, use like mortars. They are from around something 800 years BC. But to be from that time, the details are very well done. They have fine incisions representing like anthropomorphic figures. No? They have like heads of animals, like the beak of a bird, but they were like mortars in stone. This is stone. This is clay, for example. This clay work, this pottery is also like 500 BC, more or less. This, you could see the pieces are very well done and very well preserved. Even probably some people could think that this is a stone, but it's not a stone, it's still clay. These people knew different techniques of fighting the clay or different types of clay, but all of this is still pottery from BC. For example, here there is a figure of a spider that comes from that piece right there. So the figure that you see there is from that piece. Or this one that is like a bird comes from that piece right there. Or the owls, you see right there the owls. All of this is interesting because besides the artistical side, it's a good source of information because these people, even the Incas, didn't know writing. So through this, we know what kind of things they have, what kind of animals, what kind of foods, or how they look like also when they represent the faces. So this is a pottery from BC. This one, for example, is also very surprising because it looks very contemporary, very modern. It's very like a Picasso, no? Yeah. And it's from BC, no?
What do they use it for? Is it a cup? Is it for drinking?
No, yeah. I know that most people think that they were drinking vessels, but not because the archaeologists said that they were more funeral and ceremonial than utilitarian. And even if you want to try, for example, imagine that you're pouring a liquid, water, Coca-Cola, whatever you want, whiskey, and if you try to drink, it doesn't work because the vessel will need another, how can I say, another hole for the air, for the circulation of the water. So for drinking, it's not practical. But the archaeologists, they still have the question, why the handle? To tell you the truth, nobody knows the purpose of this. Could be, the archaeologists say this is just a theory, that could be just for transporting vessels, when they need to carry them, something to carry them. And at the same time, they said that this thing avoid breaking the piece when the piece was on the fire. Because if you made the lower part nicely finished, you close it totally, you put it in the fire, because all of them, they were fire, it could explode. The vessel, the pot, needs an exit for the air because the lower part is hollow, it's not solid. So this thing could be to avoid breaking the piece when the piece was on the fire.
Oh, so it could be just art.
Yes, just most of the potteries that most of the pieces in general, not only pottery, most of pieces even in weavings, in metal, in shells, in bones that we see in museums were more funeral and ceremonial than utilitarian. There are very few utilitarian pieces on display in museums. This one is also from the north coast of Peru, but this is to say between BC and AD. Okay, so we're passing a little bit in the time. This one, for example, you know that since this period of time, probably since 800 AD, they had the religion as one of the most important things for them. So the religion for that people appeared 800 BC. And the religion of these people was represented by three animals representing like the three different levels of the philosophy of these people. The serpent representing the lower level, the puma or the feline representing the middle level where the humans are, we are associated to that animal, and a bird, probably a condor, representing the upper world. So it's very common to see how they mix the three animals in one piece, and sometimes with human figures. In that case, could be the body of a puma, but it has like the face of a bird. It could be like an owl. Or this one, look at this one. Could be also the head, the body of puma the human head with the earrings, no, on the ears, and the nose of a bird. No? They like to do these combinations of these elements.